what is good, what is good, what is good, beautiful people. Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again with another classic topic for you guys today. Sincerely hope that everybody's having a blessed one. If this is your first time watching the Dr. Mike TV video, make sure you subscribe and notify. You're not going to want to miss this one, and you're not going to want to miss what's coming in the future. But okay, I kind of felt like I wanted to, first and foremost, give a shout out to my big brother in this whole YouTube thing, my homeboy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. He did a video on a topic similar to this one about a couple days ago, and I just loved it. And I kind of felt like, damn, the majority of what he was saying in this video was definitely, you know, something that I see happening a lot in the Philippines. And to be honest with you, I just want to tell you the truth. And this is why the video is entitled, as you see before you, why guys really like younger women, the truth revealed, exposed, etc., etc. Now, I feel like a lot of guys a lot of older guys like dating younger Filipino women, more specifically, or younger women abroad. Let's make that a little bit more of a broader stance, because they require a little bit less than older women do. Let's dig a little deeper. If you're dating a young lady between the age of 18 to 23 years old, they seem to be happy with simple things. What do we mean by the simple things? They like shoes, clothes, and basically having a good time. Take them out to a club every now and again, do something for them every now and again, and all of a sudden, you know, you're doing the bare minimum but getting the maximum, in my personal opinion, out of the situation. You understand? So when you date younger women, for lack of a better term, it's not necessarily their immaturity. It could be that, but it could be other things. But their mind has not developed to a point where they could ask for more and get more. Now, to an extent, let's be honest, there are some women between the age of 18 and 23. Do not go below 18. Between 18 and 23, that would be considered young, in my personal opinion, that know the game. But for those that don't, oh, he buys me shoes. Oh, he buys me this. Oh, he buys me that. The little shit, right? And you good doing that shit. Now, again, as they start to get older, you know, you start to see trends change. You start to see what they ask for change. Shit starts to get a little bit more expensive. So what do? That's normally when a guy will switch them up. But let's get back to it. Like I said, the younger ones, more materialistic. They require little to no nothing. They may be high maintenance, but for the most part, I think the guys know that they have just enough money to be able to take care of that. They should. Maybe not. Now, again, we've discussed this topic, but we've never discussed it from this standpoint. This, to me, is the truth revealed. Leave it in the comment section below whether you agree or disagree. All right. But I felt like as they get older, maybe 24 years and older, they start to look for family. Right? Family shit, like, which requires thoughts of a house, settling down, children, etc. And considering the average man that comes to the Philippines is not necessarily looking for that in their mature years, you know, in dealing with older women, you know, they're not really looking for that. So when it comes to dealing with older women, they're just not as appealing, you know, as a younger Filipino will be, you know, based off of looks and everything too. Again, we can get into that, but that's neither here nor there. Sometimes guys like to lie about their age. You know, that was talked about in the video before. This is very rare. Not too many foreigners lie about their age, because I honestly feel like the older you are and the older you tell them, the higher your chances are. But then again, some guys like to lie about their age. And the reason they like to do that is because you have to come with something tangible if you are older, because that's what they expect from you. If you are an older guy, a more mature guy, they expect the stability. They expect the you know, to be able to rely on you for security and everything. We talked about that before, so I don't want to touch on it. But yet and still, that's basically what they require from older gentlemen. So I have heard, I'm sorry, of guys that will tell a young lady that they are a certain age, but to be honest with you, if you're even in your 30s or your early 40s or even, 50s, but you want to tell a young lady you're in your 40s because you look the part, still 40 in their personal opinion, especially if you're dealing with like an 18-year-old, you still gotta sort of come with something to the table. And I really honestly feel like that's the truth. I mean, 18 to 23-year-olds, easier to please, they may be high maintenance, but it's really low maintenance to an extent. The way that I explain it is, they want just the materialistic shit, shoes, clothes, shit like that. But when you get older, they start to want families, settle down, houses and shit like that. So, if you weigh your options and shit, you kind of figure out where you can get in, where you fit in, and where you won't be able to fit in. So what I've learned also, and this is just truth be told, let's be honest, once a young lady runs the course, once you've really figured you out, and she starts to ask for those things, you kind of replace them. Once they get older, you kind of replace them. So once these things start to happen, you start to replace them. I mean, this is if you're not really looking for love. I would hope that you would come to the table with a whole lot more. But to be honest, let's just be honest. Your average guy is not. Average guy. I'm not talking about you specifically, but your average guy is just like, you know what? I want to have fun. I mean, I've been through marriage. I don't want to go through that anymore. I've had relationships that fell apart that I don't want to fuck with anymore. And I don't want to go through anything that I went through with my past relationships, whether it be past Filipino relationships or past Western relationships or whatever it may be. So a lot of you guys are just saying, look, man, you're agreeing to an extent to give them what they want because at the end of the day, it's cheap as fuck to you. To us on the outside looking in, you'd be like, damn, you bought her this new wallet. You bought all these damn shoes and shit, bought all these clothes and shit. We like, damn, man, like you simping. But technically, if it ain't hurting the pocket, we like to say if it ain't tricking, it ain't tricking if you got it. But if it's not hurting your pockets, then, that means nothing to you in the moment. But yet and still, when that woman starts to graduate her mind just a little bit, or she has somebody behind the scenes, telling her things like, yo, you maybe try to ask for this. Maybe he'll buy you a condo or some shit like that. Trust me, crazy story, man. Young lady, I'm not gonna tell the story, but one girl just was talking to a guy online and she had the nerve to ask for a condo. Like, can you buy me a house? Like, I mean, like, it was just the craziest thing. Like, how could you say, hey, how are you? Yeah, can you buy me a house? It wasn't like that, but, you can imagine how that situation was somebody that you may have just met or, never met, and she's asking you to get them property. So, kind of an interesting tidbit of information, but once they start to graduate into things that are like assets, not just tangible bullshit, then you start to realize, okay, is this what I really want, or is it time for me to make a change? Kind of sad, but always true for the most part. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun. It has been real, but the good doc is officially out. At least Nako, paalam, which means we're going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita, mabuhay. Peace.